between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Toss. Here's White. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Throwing, Hundley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt. With no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam down.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Now Hundley. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a carry for White. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Wide open receiver complete. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Oh, shifty. Whoa. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx it.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and makes...
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! White, 90!
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White, 90! White, 90!
They'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They're going to look to throw. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They go play action. Bridgewater dancing to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. He's going to go up. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Delta. Go Delta. Check. Crunch.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Go Delta. Ready. I got one.
Here's Bridgewater. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Sturgis for the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way.
And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Hey, watch 28. Go Delta. Here we go. 5 down.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Caught left side, Williams. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Flex round. Here we go. What? 90.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Throwing, Hundley. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Now Hundley. Left side, it's Dorsett. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw and a dump off to White. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help you out.
And he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
3 down.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
We got 3. 5 down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Henry's got it out on the left side. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Man open left side, it's Williams. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
They stay on the ground with White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. New England on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Man 38.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football. Gave you.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Sturgis for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground. White again. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
New England on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing, Hundley. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Cut!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. New England on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Lane, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Come on, let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're ready.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Patriots have it. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's White. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean,
there he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
4 down.
And they will take a knee here. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the home team here, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance.